Hey guys, this is Ruby Ambassador Alicia Inmon, and I want to talk to you guys today a little bit about mindset and really understanding the science behind it. I'm not going to personally go into the science, but I want to explain to you why it's important that we delve into that. So we as a team have been reading What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, and this book is phenomenal. What I have read so far has been really, really great. And one of the things that he talks about in this book is the fact that there are thousands of other self-help books out there, and it's not that they're bad or that they don't work, but there are a few components that they're missing in order to ensure long-term change. And one of those things that he mentions is really understanding physiologically what happens in our brain when we process a thought. So I feel like I have a little bit better of a grasp on this because I have already read this book. It's called Switch on Your Brain, and this is by Dr. Caroline Leaf. And this book is very scientific, and it goes into all kinds of discussions about neurons and synapses and the way that those thoughts create physical changes in our DNA and every cell in our body. And it's just fascinating to me. But I know that not everybody is going to want to sit down and read the science like I did. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview and just a few points that I think are going to be really beneficial in the long run for you guys as you process what to say when you talk to yourself. Because that understanding of how it works is so vitally important. So one of the first things is in this book, Switch on Your Brain, she was talking about an exciting research study. And she said that the best part was the hope that it demonstrated because the positive attitude, the good choice that we can make, rewired everything back to a healthy, original, positive state. And these scientists actually proved that we can physically renew our minds, because when we think negative thoughts or have a bad attitude, it changes the structure of the cells in your entire body. And by doing that, that's bringing in illness and disease and depression and anxiety. And so when we can make the good choice and have a better attitude, we are rewiring those cells back to their healthy original state. Science has now proved that. In Ephesians 4:23, the Bible tells us to be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Romans 12:2 says to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Guys, if it wasn't possible, God would not have told us to do it. So what these scientists are doing is proving that the Bible is right, that we can be transformed by our own mind. Philippians 4:8 says that whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, or praiseworthy, that we should think about those things. What our mind creates, only our mind can take away. So if we are thinking negative thoughts and toxic thoughts and they're damaging, the only way to get rid of those is by us getting rid of them. We cannot have any outside source help us with that. It's not going to matter if your spouse is so positive and encouraging to you all the time. It's not going to matter if your best friend is always giving you compliments, because if what's in your mind is negative, that's not going to go away without you making the change to do that. So when we think on those things that are good and pure and right and praiseworthy, we are renewing our cells and our body. We're giving ourselves life back, and that's so vitally important. One of the other things that she says is that if you don't believe that you have the power to change your thoughts and control your choices, you're not going to do it. So you guys need to believe that you have the power. And she said, too, and this is a direct quote, so this is not my words. She said, I want to shape my world around God's truth because I know as a scientist and a believer, paying attention to my thoughts and purposefully focusing my mind leads to great transformations. Guys, don't we owe it to God and to ourselves to be the best versions of us that we can be? And we can make those changes just by having positive thoughts and changing what we say when we talk to ourselves.